In the age of digital media, the search for answers about health and healing has shifted from doctors' offices and peer-reviewed journals to Instagram Reels, YouTube channels, and wellness blogs. For cancer patients, already facing one of the most vulnerable, frightening periods of their lives, this shift can be especially dangerous. The internet is overflowing with self-proclaimed experts who offer miracle diets, superfood regimens, detox plans, and supplement stacks, often framed as natural alternatives to conventional treatment. Many of these voices are persuasive, charismatic, and confident, but they are not accountable to science, and they rarely consider the consequences of their advice. The result is a growing public health problem: misinformation about diet and cancer that leads to false hope, delayed treatment, worsen outcomes, and sometimes even death. One of the core problems is the presentation of anecdote as evidence. A popular influencer might say, "I cured my cancer with juicing," or "my tumor disappeared after cutting out dairy." These stories are often emotionally compelling and circulate widely. But they are not data. They are individual experiences without context, verification, or clinical relevance. What's rarely mentioned is that many of these individuals were also undergoing chemotherapy, surgery, or radiation alongside their dietary changes. Others may never have had confirmed cancer diagnoses at all. Still others may be survivors of early-stage, slow-growing cancers that had favorable prognosis regardless of intervention. These nuances are lost in the world of viral content. And when such stories go unchallenged, they fuel the myth that nutrition alone can cure cancer. Social media platforms reward certainty, simplicity, and spectacle. Nuanced explanations about the complex relationship between nutrition, metabolism, immune response, and tumor biology rarely go viral. But messages like "sugar feeds cancer" or "alkaline diets kill cancer cells" spread like wildfire, despite having little to no grounding in science. Worse still are the influencers who demonize chemotherapy as toxic and claim that food is the only real medicine. This rhetoric is not just misleading, it is ethically indefensible. Encouraging someone to forego evidence-based treatment in favor of dietary experiments is not wellness advocacy. It's reckless endangerment, and the danger doesn't stop at delayed treatment. Many restrictive diets marketed to cancer patients are nutritionally inadequate. Juice cleanses eliminate essential protein and fats, risking severe weight loss and muscle wasting. Ketogenic or raw food diets, when not properly supervised, can lead to deficiencies that worsen fatigue, suppress immunity, or exacerbate gastrointestinal issues already heightened by chemotherapy. Supplement regimens promoted by online experts may interact dangerously with prescribed medications, affect hormone levels, or even interfere with treatment efficacy. None of this risk is disclosed in the sales pitch. The burden of combating this misinformation cannot fall solely on patients, who are often overwhelmed and desperate for answers. It must be shared by the platforms hosting this content, the professionals who remain silent in the face of it, and the public health systems that have failed to communicate clearly and compassionately about nutrition and cancer. Medical professionals have an ethical responsibility not only to provide evidence-based guidance, but to proactively debunk pseudoscience. Too often, diet is treated as a soft topic, something secondary to surgery or chemotherapy. In reality, it's central to patient well-being, and misinformation in this space has direct, measurable consequences. Likewise, tech companies and social platforms must take responsibility for their algorithms. When someone searches cancer diet, the first result should not be uncredentialed influencers pushing miracle cures or selling supplements. Search rankings, content recommendations, and monetization policies should be guided by public health priorities, not engagement metrics. Every time an unproven, harmful dietary claim is promoted to a vulnerable user, the platform becomes complicit in spreading medical misinformation. Patients, too, must be empowered, but not blamed. Navigating a cancer diagnosis is overwhelming, and it's entirely natural to seek hope, especially in areas like diet that feel more within personal control. But that sense of control must come with informed choice, not manipulation. Patients deserve access to credible, empathetic, and individualized dietary support, not Instagram posts with false promises and dangerous advice. In short, the misinformation epidemic around cancer and nutrition is not a fringe problem. It's a public health crisis hiding in plain sight. And the solution will require more than fact-checking. It will take systemic change, more visibility for credentialed experts, better education for clinicians, stricter regulation of health claims online, and a collective willingness to protect patients from seductive lies. When hope is sold in place of science, the cost is paid in lives.